up, y'all? It's me, Erica, and we are down here. Peace, y'all. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. What's up, everybody? It's me, Erica. We are down here, honey, to talk about the Real Housewives of Dubai, honey. But we're going to go to Starbucks. I'm going to talk about the Real Housewives of Dubai. We have a lot of videos to make today, so I'm getting started a little earlier than usual. So we're going to be down here for a second. So I'm going to go get my latte first, and then we are going to talk about Dubai. So we're going to talk about it on the way there. So we start off with Sarah, who I like. I like Sarah. It's funny because Rodney mentioned that she never has on makeup, which I like. When they first showed her, I was like, she's really pretty, and she didn't have no makeup on. But she's talking about, trying to teach her son things that are outside, that are considered toxic within their culture. Growing up, men learn a lot of toxic masculinity. And so she doesn't want her son learning those things. She wants to maintain some level of tradition without that other stuff. So at one point she asked her son, who cooks, the boy or the girl? And he said both. The man or the woman? And he said both. And I never understood enabling or disabling your child from learning how to cook for themselves. That's crazy to me. My son was in there yesterday morning. He was like, "Mommy, you want some eggs? I'm about to make some eggs." He's 13. My other son, he 2 or 3 days, like, wait a minute. He made Mongolian. No, I made the Mongolian beef. He made the shrimp scampi, and he made something else. So yeah, he made 2 meals, and I made the Mongolian beef because he didn't get home from practice in time to make it. It was already marinating for him. I had already started marinated for him, and he was gonna make, put it in the thing and make the vegetables and rice and all that other stuff. He's about to be 15 in July. I just don't, and I don't like to say anything like that because it's weird to like that, like something like that is kind of like, oh my gosh, you're doing so well as a mom. And I'm like, no. You're supposed to be teaching your children how to survive without you. I thought that was the whole thing, is like to set them up so they don't have to depend on anyone. I don't understand how boys grow up, but I just don't understand how that happens. I just don't understand how you don't teach your children how to cook for themselves, no matter what. And then when you grow up as a woman, you act like the men weren't raised by single mothers and like more than likely had to have some level of independence and therefore do know how to cook for themselves. So where do they forget? Anyways, she wants to have dinner eat on the floor. That is a tradition, to eat on the floor. A lot of traditions, a lot of cultures eat on the floor, eat with their hands. My grandmother, who is 93 years old, she eats with her hands. That's just, for some cultures, that's just what we do. Whether it's a Southern culture, where it's the culture, Emirati culture, or Arab culture, or Asian culture, people sit on the floor to eat. So it's not a big deal. He don't want to sit on the floor. He was like, I really don't want to do this. He was very clear in his communication. He said, I seriously don't want to do this. I was like, please get that baby off the floor. He does not want to be on the floor. I want hot. I don't want cold today.
Good morning. What can I get started for you today?
Good morning. May I have a grande dirty chai latte with a double, please, with
Okay.
with oat milk, two pumps of brown sugar, and 180 degrees, please. 180, and that's all. That's all I want.
All right. I'll see you at the window.
Thank you.
Bye.
we see Brooks and Lisa, they're going out. Brooks, I just wrote wig. I'm not sure. Lisa was Lisa was saying that every time she meets up with Lisa for not for with Brooks for some reason, she's either Caribbean one day, she's Puerto Rican the next week, so she doesn't know what she is. So Brooks says she does have Caribbean roots, but she's something different every week. I think she has multiple personality syndrome. MPS, is that something? Did I just make something up? So Nina, every friend, the brunette bestie. There was an IG post, I think she said. And then she was like, when did Carol and what's her name? Stanberry? When did they become friends? When did they become BFFs? And she was like, girl, I don't know, but I don't know if she's pretending or what. She was like, because Carolyn Brooks or Carolyn Stanberry talked shit about her. She called her ghetto, ratchet, and trashy. They were taking shots. Brooks said that her and Chanel, they have a relationship where they just annoy each other. So I guess they're like frenemies, I guess. They're always fussing with each other. Anyways, Brooks, Stanberry, and Sarah. I don't know why I wrote Stanberry and Brooks and Sarah. Single women, gold bird cages. Stanberry was talking about how in her relationship, how it looked, and that they were all basically single women, and they are not sitting up in gold bird cages. Hold on. Thank you so much. You too. Okay, so, oh man, I gotta put my ears. See, my ears are out now. Oh well. It looks different. Sometimes I want them out. When I have hair, I don't have hair right now. So I was like, what did I write? Golden bird cages. But yeah, that's what she says. We weren't left in golden bird cages. They talked about how many expats are living in Dubai. They said it's about 80% of the people there are not from there. And that's just how it goes. Hold on. It's a lot of riffraff. And y'all gonna get mad at motherfucking Mary Cosby for saying she don't want to get out at the gas station, and then Jen Shaw, raggedy Joker face looking bitch, talking about she you don't, what she say, you don't want to be around black people. Girl, don't weaponize my own people against me, girl, because I don't want to sit up amongst some fucking thugs, girl, at the damn 7-Eleven. No, I'm not getting out at the damn gas station. Don't no woman want to get out at the damn gas station with men hanging out. No, we don't do that, girl. I just thought about that when I saw them. It was a couple of men right there on their bikes or something, but they was just hanging out like riffraff. Like, girl, what's going on? I just reminded me of that heifer. Who's getting a house built on water? What is something about built on water? I don't know. It's very expensive. The energy, it was off. Hurt by Chanel. Oh, they're talking about the party. I was hurt by Chanel. Oh, Chanel says she was hurt. Girl, I don't know what's going on. Oh, and then she said that Sarah said that she thought maybe Chanel was experiencing trauma. She could kind of tell just by the way that she was responding. Sarah is an energy worker. So she was looking at her and she was like, okay, I feel like it was some trauma there. And later we find out what it was. And that was very traumatic. You never know what people have gone through. You just never know. When you look at Chanel Ayan and you look at how beautiful and statuesque she is, she looks like the prototype. Like, she's just immaculate and beautiful. And then when you hear her story of childhood trauma, you just like, girl, I said I was going to be in the shade. Didn't I say I was going to be in the shade? I sure did. I sure did. I got to get on the maintenance people. They did not move my sign. See, I have to tell them to move my sign, girl. So that's better. See? So let's try our latte. It is so good. Oh my God, this is so good. It's so good, y'all. It really is. Oh my God, it's just perfect. It really is perfect. Y'all say it tastes like cereal milk, but I really can taste every single flavor. Like I taste the brown sugar, I taste the oat milk, I taste the espresso, I taste the chai. It's perfect. It's just a perfect for me. It's perfect because I love all of those flavors together. The spiciness, the bitterness, the creaminess, the sweetness. It's just all together. Okay. Shout out to the subscriber who gave us this recipe, and this is a staple, okay? This is a staple. A couple people have I'll talk about it with y'all later. So, yeah, the energy was off. I don't accept her I don't accept her trauma. I don't have to accept her trauma. This is what Brooks is saying. I don't have to accept her trauma. I just don't want her to add to mine. Oh yeah, it was Brooks, Stanberry, and Sarah. The three of the women who were divorced got a divorce. Stanberry is now engaged to Rubio. What's the nigga's name? Victor. What's his name? I don't know. Sergio. It's something like that. Sergio Rubio Victor. It's something like that. But now she's engaged. He's really young. I don't think that she should marry him. I think that she should be like the. I don't think she should marry him. I'm not sure. I'm not sure why y'all do that. Like she's 45 and he's 27. Why? Unless he is the heir of something and that we don't know, and you want to attach yourself to him in that way. But other than that, to me, he just seems like a boy toy. Why haven't y'all learned anything from Cher? Haven't y'all learned anything from the diva, the icon? Please, have y'all learned anything from Oprah? Damn, that's so funny because I was watching Rodney's video. Love and Marriage Huntsville. Hold on, baby. Mic check. 1 2. Yes, we are here. I was watching his video and he was saying, I wonder what Oprah thinks of her channel, what it's turned to, because it was supposed to be a self reflection, self help channel, to get you in touch with your spirituality, to make the vibe that Oprah be on, baby. When she sold that show, they talking about discovery. We gonna show you how the animals in the wild act, and we gonna show you every black ass struggle love story we can. We just gonna name the shows different titles, and we just gonna have a bunch of shows on here that's just talking about black struggle love, girl. It's a mess. Haven't y'all learned anything from Oprah? Anyway, so she said, don't add to the trauma, don't add to mine, or whatever. She's being a little bit insensitive, but that falls in line with their relationship of her like being annoying to her. She's here to annoy me. That kind of energy. Chanel and Nina go out. Chanel was dressed down, honey. She came through. Her little wig was so cute. She looked fly to me. There's a Instagram story, that a reel that goes around that says, dressed like this, I'm going where people ask me, where are you going? I'll be like, I'm going to the grocery store. Yes, whatever, do it. I think it's fun if that is your personality and you come out and you overdress to everything. So what? I don't care. I love it. And she's fly. Like, if you're a cornball, then forget about it, but she's fly and she's a model, and it's like, what do you expect? It's either over the top or a tank top and some jeans. Nothing in between, right? And every time we see Chanel, she's decked out, which I love, and it goes along with her personality. um Nina throws a little shade and says she doesn't wear her wealth. Okay. Thanksgiving is very important. We celebrate all the different holidays. It's kind of weird because it's not really a holiday that they celebrate in Dubai, but since there's so many expats, everybody's bringing their culture to that area. So, Thanksgiving. Um, she says many countries have been colonized, honey. Thanksgiving is not a big deal to me, right? Um, She says she wanted to apologize. She felt really bad that Stanberry kept saying, I don't like you, I don't like you, I don't like you. And again, it goes back to childhood trauma. She says that it reminded her of the way that her father treated her. She gives us a little bit about her story. She says, even though we were at the same party or not, I just felt left out. Again, it's like, it's real. Like, what do they call it? FOMO, fear of missing out. Not just that, but just the way that I remember elementary school, the way that you fight in elementary school. Social status is how girls fight. They go after your social status. How do you present in society? I'm going to tarnish that. And if I'm having a party where everybody is going to be there, and I say very important people are going to be there, and I don't invite you, it's deliberate. And then when we get around you, now we're chatting about it and then telling you, girl, I was there, so it doesn't matter. I mean, this is a woman's happy moment. Yeah, but are they really talking about the happy moment, or are they really trying to fuck with Chanel? Right? And that's hurtful. And it is. And I don't care. I don't care how grown you are. It is hurtful to be treated that way. I don't have nothing else to say. It's so much pain. I don't like you. All that came from childhood trauma. Um, she talked about Stanberry, how she didn't like Stanberry either when she first met her. I gave her a chance. She was like, Nina's a flip-flopper, skyscraper. She said she hopes she goes up and crumbles in the motherfucking sky. I said, I know that's right. Don't nobody like a social climber. And that you just go like Crystal from fucking Beverly Hills. I'm just going to attach myself to the person who's the it girl because I'm a little social climber. She's a flip-flopper skyscraper crumbling in the motherfucking sky. She's like, I'm trying to put out the flames. And Chanel said, it's a volcano. Girl, ain't no flames. It's molten lava destroying everything in its path. Oh my God. Hopefully he sees the camera on and moves. Hopefully my camera being on is a deterrent from parking next to me. No, I think he's actually going to park next to me. Why? Oh my God. Why do you want to park next to me while I'm sitting here making my damn video? Oh my God. Okay. So anyways, so Caroline Stanberry is trying on his name is Sergio, a $5.6 million necklace. And he's crying. He's a crybaby. I don't know what is wrong with him. He's just emotional. I don't feel like anything is wrong. He's just emotional. But he's 27 years old and she's 45. I just don't understand why she wants to marry him. It's something going on. Anyways, Lisa is grocery shopping. She talks about in the grocery stores, because of the region, there's no pork that's sold in the store, but because there's so many expats, that they sell pork in a specific section. And if you're a citizen, you can't go over there. Yes, because you're supposed to be practicing Islam. So you're not supposed to be part of your culture. Probably even if you don't practice Islam, you're not eating pork because it's just a tradition. Um, so while she's shopping, she's getting some lamb chops and all this stuff for Thanksgiving. She's gonna make a lot of different foods and stuff. Everything when I tell you she cooked down, did you see her? I was like, come on, girl. She cooked all that food. They was like, you cooked all this food. She was like, yes, honey. She's super, super, super mommy, super wife, super friend. That's good. That was cute. Nina calls her on FaceTime and she's talking about Chanel. And so while she's on FaceTime, the little boy asks if he could have a cookie, right? So she opens the Oreo and gives him a cookie. While she's on the phone and Nina is running her mouth, little baby eats 3 cookies. And then when she said, did you eat a bunch? He was like, no, let's just put it away. I love little kids. Oh my God, I said cookie number 3. Anyway, so she's like, well, they both need to sit down and have a conversation. And then we could see if, just to see if we could like get them on the same page or whatever. So she's like, okay. So they show Thanksgiving. Lisa is cooking and planning. They show Nina with her husband and Sarah. They're having some traditional foods, and then they're having some Arabic food and also some other food from Dubai or the Emirates. Her husband is a banker, and he was started as a banker, went into the hotel industry, and now is in cryptocurrency. He started with nothing. Nina said at one time she had 4 jobs. She said, well, what's the secret to the relationship? He says, I let her do what she wants. I don't understand why so many men cannot understand that the control part that you've learned in relating to women, that does not work. People don't want to feel like they are being controlled. They might play the game for a little while, but it's not sustainable. And as people grow, people don't want to be confined and chained and controlled. Let people do what they want to do. Realize that you only control yourself. Allow the person to be a whole 100% person outside of you. You're not in a weird ass codependent relationship where your identity is attached to hers and hers is attached to yours, and you need her to make you feel like a man and she needs you to make her feel like a woman. That is dead. It doesn't work. It's not sustainable. It's proven that, especially in the United States where marriages are only lasting an average of 5 to 8 years. It's not sustainable, y'all. Controlling people, whether you are in a relationship, same sex relationship, same gender, whatever you want to call it, whether you're in a heterosexual, trying to control another person in a relationship is not sustainable. And it goes both ways. It goes both ways. That's advice on both sides. Stop trying to control people. Stop these weird ass codependent relationships. Let people do what they want. That they have their own free will. And if they dishonor boundaries and commitments that you've created, apply consequences and move to the next person. There's thousands and millions of people here. Okay? So he lets her do what she wants to do. Period. I let her do what she wants. He says he would fly every few weeks to go see her I think she's from Texas. And then they got married. Sarah says she's been married twice. Her son says she's been married 3 times. He's funny. She's been married twice to the wrong. She chose the wrong people. She was the brains, the fixer, the provider, the head of household, and it was tiring, and she was tired of being in toxic relationships. So she figures that 3 times is the charm. She wants the quote unquote fairy tale. She couldn't take the pressure. And also, she doesn't want the judgment of divorce. So, it's a stigma, right? You get a divorce. Why you can't keep the man? Why didn't you keep the man happy? If you got a divorce, it's your fault. It couldn't possibly be him. It couldn't possibly be that you had the whole load of the relationship on your back. No, it probably was you. So she's saying she doesn't want that stigma. Her parents just want her to be happy. Chanel goes to Lisa's house for Thanksgiving. She brings her a goat. I love that every time Chanel goes to someone's house, she comes with something in her hand. She came with, whose house she went on? She had something on top of her head and she took it down. What was it? Onions. She brought onions. I love it. It's tradition and I love it. I think it's such to her personality, to add to that fabulousness. This woman is like super humble, and she's bringing, I don't know why I'm getting emotional, but I think it's great. You don't come to folks' house empty-handed. But a fucking goat, baby, when they took that goat out of the trunk, it's like, what the fuck? Why did she? And then Lisa talking about she gonna fix it. Lisa's Jamaican. She was like, "Girl, we about to take that goat. Don't you bring no goat around some Jamaicans, girl. We about to slaughter that goat and have everything, girl. All kind of baby." That was so funny to me. And then what happened after that? So she brings the goat. So she said that she really loves Lisa, that Lisa has her back. That's why she brought her the goat, because the goat symbolized something very, meaningful to her. And so that's why she brought it to her. Lisa was talking about, I'm gonna keep the goat. They're probably like, if you don't get this damn goat out of here. Apologize to Nina. I didn't make what? Apologize to Nina. It didn't make her, it didn't make me closer to her. Is Nina the Dalai Lama? Why do we need to sit down and talk? Where's the goat? That's when they were looking for the goat. But why do I need to sit down and talk to Nina? Nina said what she wanted to say. I think Chanel feels like you trying to be like the Dalai Lama. You trying to be old kumbaya. And the girl said what she said. She said she don't like me. There's nothing to discuss. What is there to talk about? There's nothing to talk about. I agree. There's really nothing to talk about. She goes over to Sarah's house. She brings her the onions. She says that she's always gone on her own philosophy, Sarah. She's kind of like rebellious almost. That's what I get from her, rebellious. She goes against tradition, right? Being divorced so many times and things like that. A lot of the things she goes against, she's going against her tradition. She has her own philosophy. She's been an entrepreneur forever. She started her first business when she was 15 years old. And there's something about her. She says that she wants to always be in touch with her inner child, a youthfulness about her. I think it's important to maintain a youthfulness about yourself, to not take yourself so seriously as you age. Because what for? I mean, really. She said her dad abandoned. Her mom was really big on education. The work ethic, she's done so well. That's Chanel talking about her father abandoned them after, I don't know how old she was. I don't know how old she was, but she said she's done very well and she learned a good work ethic. She doesn't know if she can forgive her father. She hasn't spoken to her father in 26 years. She's not ready to. She starts talking about how her father had tied her to a tree in the rain and he was physically abusive to her. Sarah talks about being married twice. Those relationships were disastrous. And she will do anything to be loved again. Chanel had a moment that was, and what's her name? Sarah said, basically, Sarah knew that there was a problem. She said, by the way she responded and the way that she reacted, she knew it was some trauma tied to her response. And luckily, Chanel felt comfortable and safe enough for her to share that with her. And she did. And it was really sad. So you never know people, you just never know people, the way they respond to things. You have to ask yourself, where is that from? Is that something from their childhood? Is that just, part of their personality? Why does she react like that? And then that's what happens when you sit down and talk to people and they feel safe. Then you can talk about what happened to you, and then you could be like, oh, I see why you reacted like that. It makes sense now. So anyways, it's a good episode. I like Dubai. I like Sarah. I like Chanel. I like Lisa. I like Brooks. I could do without Nina and Stanberry. Anyways, y'all take care of each other. Protect your energy. Let's get down in the comments. Peace.